Hey guys, I'm Marissa and welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about some budgeting tips to help you win with money, and that is related to travel. So my husband Jacob and I just got back from our Hawaiian vacation, which is why I may look a little bit tanner. I also wore a white shirt, so that kind of helps, but we definitely had a wonderful time on our vacation, and spending money on travel and vacation is definitely something that we've loved to do now that we are debt free, and we've made it a priority in our budget. And I hear a lot of times where people are like, I can't afford to travel, like that'd be so nice, but there's no way I could afford to do that. But you probably can. And so today I'm going to be talking about some ways that you can really afford to travel. But before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are new. I'd love to have you as part of my YouTube family. If you're interested in learning more about how you can enjoy life while still accomplishing financial goals, then this is definitely the place for you. So scroll down and hit that subscribe button. And also leave me a comment down below and let me know, what is your dream travel destination? Mine is definitely going to the Maldives. I'd love to stay in an overwater bungalow in the Maldives sometime. That'd be amazing. So when you talk about not being able to afford to travel, it's really all about opportunity cost, which is the fancy way of saying you're giving up one thing so that you can do another. And if you really want to be able to afford to travel, you probably can, but you're spending money on other things. So if you want to be able to travel, you just need to make it a priority, which does mean having to give up something else. So if you really want to be able to travel, you may have to give up some smaller things like going out to eat or daily Starbucks runs, even buying clothing more often. If you are able to cut back on some of those expenses, you'll be able to have more money to put towards travel. The second thing you can do to afford to travel is to start a sinking fund in your budget for travel. So a sinking fund is a way for you to save money for a future expense that you know is coming up. And I love being able to use this for travel. So the way that you can do this is you take a look at how much you think this trip is going to cost. So add up just general costs of flights, of lodging, food, miscellaneous things. Add up how much you think this trip is going to cost, and then you divide that cost out by how many months until the trip occurs. And if you save that amount of money each month, then you'll have the entire trip paid for, cash ready to be spent by the time you get to travel. If you're interested in learning more about how to budget for a vacation, I actually have a vacation budget template. It is on my Etsy shop for $5 as an instant Excel download. It works in Excel, Google Sheets, and Numbers, so you can go ahead and check that out. I'll leave a link in the description box down below, and it does basically all these things for you to figure out how much you need to save each month, and it also helps you to be able to track your vacation spending once you are actually taking the trip. But I love using a sinking fund for travel, and this is something that we incorporate in our monthly budget. We save $300 a month for travel, and it allows us the permission to spend and the permission to be able to go on trips. So since we've been debt free, we've gone on a Caribbean cruise, we've gone to Hawaii now twice, and we've gone to Disneyland, and this has been all within a year and a half. And we've been able to do this all debt free. We haven't put anything on a credit card that wasn't paid off. We paid for all of this in cash just by utilizing our budget and by incorporating this travel sinking fund in our monthly budget. And my next tip for being able to afford to travel is to spend money on what's important, and therefore also sacrificing on other things. So for me personally, when I go on a vacation, I love staying at a hotel. Like if we went on vacation and stayed at a nice hotel, I'd be totally fine just being at the hotel all week. I'm gonna be completely honest. Hanging by the pool, going to the beach, just doing all those things at the hotel. I love a nice hotel. But other people may enjoy doing more excursions or more about the food element of a vacation. So sit down and figure out what is most important to you when you are traveling, and then realize that you may have to make some sacrifices elsewhere to be able to make it work in your budget. One thing that I could sacrifice for staying at a nicer hotel is considering the time of year that I travel. Rather than staying at a nice hotel in July, if I go in January, it's going to be much more affordable. You could also look at different flights. Usually red-eye flights are cheaper. Yes, they are less desirable, but if that is not important to you, then make that a sacrifice so that you can be able to spend money elsewhere within your vacation budget. So those are just some quick tips on how you can better afford to travel. It definitely is possible to afford to travel. It may just take a little bit of sacrificing, determining what you're willing to spend money on and what you can sacrifice, and also making sure that you're planning for it in your budget. So that is all I have for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more money and budgeting related videos. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what is one trip you really want to go on, and also let me know if traveling is something that you do often, or if you have any money saving travel tips. And with that, I will look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Bye guys.
I've been dreaming so much lately about your face when you're smiling. It's the only thing that saves me.